Peace, y'all. DJ Whiz here, aka The Professor. If you haven't been to my channel before, check it out. You'll see that I'm a DJ. I put some live mixes on here. I've managed musicians before. I'm a musician myself. I make beats. I write rhymes for other people mainly, sometimes for myself. And I just love music. And so that's what this channel is all about. I'm also making a documentary. I write books. I'm bringing this called the Bright Light series. I do a lot of things, but I've seen so many reactions on YouTube and other places, and I feel like a lot of nuance is being missed. That's why I feel like I can add something to the landscape. Shout out to Justin Hunt, shout out to Read My Soul, shout out to Screwface John, shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop, shout out to Knox Hill, Chigs, Smooth, all the folks out here responding and kind of relating to this music. Shout out to Dr. Sky, shout out to Glasses Malone and Curtis King, all y'all. I really appreciate what you're doing out here. But I feel like I can add something. I'm from St. Louis. Most of the reactions we're getting are from the coast somewhere. So I'm going to also elevate some St. Louis artists. So that's what we're doing today. That's how we're going to start it off. But I also want to respond to albums that I really love or that you might have missed, that all of us might have missed. Classic stuff, stuff that might have just came out this year, or stuff that just came out, like coming out 2026. Or classic stuff, 90s, 70s, who knows? Who knows? I decided to start doing my own reactions, and I hope you like it. First one we're getting into is a relatively recent one. It's the Smino Alonzo Freestyle. If you're familiar with the movie Training Day, Alonzo is the name of Denzel Washington's character. So in my mind, Smino's kind of getting in the mindset of Alonzo, like, you know, King Kong ain't got nothing on me type stuff, you know, right? So Smino's putting on that persona, that hat, and rhyming this, and I really like what he does with it. So without further ado, we gonna listen and break it down.
Alright, let the garbage men handle the garbage. We're professional anglers, okay? We go after the big fish.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Got that sample in there from Denzel.
And I might trip in the game. Yeah, sure. Baby so thick, shawty so thick, I might be.
I love how you use the sample.
Sure, okay.
I love when people use the sample to kind of...
Men who lie like men who cry, trying to escape away from that moment. Men who try to impress these hoes every day, subconscious and lack focus. Not gonna lie, feel deep, doing for a few dick ones, they was pigeon-toed it. Man like me understand that I'm just way too flat for the pigeon-holing. On my soul, this is not no song, this is a seminar on backbone. A chicken exhibition, penny pinching, I be down, the money keep... And I might trip, but in the game.
So, off rip, this dude is spitting. I love the part where he says, just way too fly for pigeonholing. You know, fly like a bird, pigeonholing. Pigeons be walking around on the ground a lot, you know. But he said, men who lie like men who cry. What does that mean? Now, you could take that to be like all men lie because all men cry. Even though, you know, men not supposed to cry. Or because men not supposed to cry, maybe that's, you know, rare, right? Men who lie like men who cry, trying to escape away from that. Basically, is he's saying you don't see that a lot if it's a real man, right? And before that, he's talking about shorty so thick and, you know, those fun things. But basically, like, you know, he's trying to get away from not crying. Men who try to impress these everyday self-conscious and lack focus. So yeah, if you out here chasing girls, you not on your own thing. Self-explanatory. Even though he fell for a few thick ones, as he says. They was pigeon-toed, you know, they walk with a certain, you know what I'm saying? They walk with a certain thing. But he's way too fly for pigeonholing. Oh my soul, it's not no song. This is a seminar on backbone. Basically, I'm showing you how to grow backbone like Alonzo had. Chicken exhibition, Penny, like sky is falling, Chicken Little, chicken exhibition, you a chicken, you're scared, penny pinching, I be damned, but the money keep falling. I like that sample. So let's get back into it.
Whatever I do, just know that my soul's infused. You niggas done lost me. We never gonna lose. I'm not a fan of the rules, that should be exhausting. You wasted your time with workers, employees, and time. Don't talk to the boss, baby. Pull up and smash, I'm higher than fashion. I'm really cut from the cloth, baby. Like it's a chore, you fighting yourself, you with war. You really hurt my baby. Where I'm from, and look, they shooting the Simpsons. All of this yellow tape, man. I need some ventilation, she needs some TOC. Count, chili, we on the east side high. She won't lean on me, think she.
He got political in this. Oh man, he goes all over the place, bro. Whatever I do, I just know that my soul's infused. Y'all lost me. You never gonna lose. I'm not a fan of the rules. That be exhausting. So just the rhyme scheme lost me. Exhausting. It's a slanted rhyme because it's not exact. I love it. And he's talking about you wasting your time with the workers, employees, interns. Come work with a boss, right? Come talk to the boss. Pull up and smash. I'm higher than fashion. He likes smoke. You know, life's a chore. You fighting yourself. You at war. You really Hamas, baby. Talking about Gaza. Man. I won't get into all that, but if you know, you know. Hamas. Anyway, we're coming to look like they shooting The Simpsons. All this yellow taping. So he's seeing people die around him. And the yellow taping. He needs some ventilation. She needs some tender loving care. I need some ventilation. Camp Chili, we on the East Side High. So we chill. We need some TLC. We chill. We on the East Side High. On the East Side of St. Louis. Could be the East Side of LA, where he lives now. And she want to lean on me. Think she, oh, I love it. So he's talking about his real life, but he's also talking about, you know, how you get your Alonzo on. So let's keep it going.
Shit, and I might trip, but in the game.
Get on my head.
Gun on my hip, talk so slick, these bitches be. No parachute strings, I'm really free.
No parachute strings. I'm really free.
And you ain't gotta add me much, and you ain't gotta add me nothing. Is you pay my bills and is we fucking? The LA girl they love me cause I'm country. I should beat your ass for even asking me. So casually, I put her in my collar shirt. My khakis threw her ass into me like it was furniture inside the bathroom and start splashing on me. I grab a cheek, I grab a leaf. My doobie be split actually. I smoke like I'm where Harry be. That magic in me, that ancestry, you element. A purple elephant had to see my family tree, a evergreen. The roots too deep to ever lean. So get that gas into me and watch me rev it up. I turn the past to smooth.
Turn the past to smooth.
There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. He's my favorite. Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because he's trying to do something well.
I'm too holy, they can't hold me, got me day by day. Living on fish on mine, and the rest gon' follow away. I got a problem the weekend, so I'm gonna freak in the drink and say, that's for me, the way I can't wait to catch this fade. Got rich on my neck when I was a kid, I feel like Jason. She love me, don't box, cause every time I move, I hate. Wait, remember them days, feel like I wouldn't escape. Caught on the way, baby, look at my list for days. Keep a stick on me like lip pump. When I'm so close to the crime hill. Niggas play roll like sitcom. Try let them know when the sign feel. Ball no better, don't Larry. The homeboy tryna don't dive it. St. Louis Grace, my girl. Treat the shit like a vibe pen. My family kinda like iPhone. Most of them niggas like ISIS. Everything come on my mouth. Ice on my teeth like crisis. White on the sea like hundreds. I painted the cool Caucasian. I race on my car, I'm racist. Know what to do with a spaceship. I only look that way, I pay for the bar. I got the hit in the beach. Tonight, like I'm scared of the dark. I been deep in the reach. Like that, remember your own. I've been through the rain. I went to the stars. I told you, I'm a no for T-shirts. I told you, cold's coming over. Cold busting over. I put it on the stove in the bowl. I told you, I'm a no for T-shirts. I told you, cold's coming over. Cold busting over. I put it on the stove in the bowl.
I'm a big fan of music. I'm on Samara Sen right now, y'all. Samara Sen, she read the teeth, yeah. That's what I'm on now with Smino.
And I gotta apologize for the little square in the middle. I got a Canon, and I can't get that thing off the middle. If you know how to get that off the middle, let me know, because I really want to get rid of this little square here. But since I'm a new streamer, maybe I need new equipment. So if you want to help me out, I'll put the Cash App in the description. And you can help me out and we can get some new equipment so that you ain't got to see this in the future no more anymore. But yeah, let's go back to these lyrics real quick because that last verse is crazy. I'm too holy, they can't hold me. Now, you got holy, hold me, the rhyme scheme there. And let's go back to Hamas because, like I said, I'm going to add in some nuance that maybe other reactors aren't. And so basically after October 7th, 2024, was it 24 or 23? Jeez. I talked to a friend that I have that lives in Israel. Now, he's a black man that converted to Judaism, and he has married a woman that is Jewish, and she comes from a conservative background. They live in Israel, but they live close to the border. They live in Haifa, and there's a hospital near his apartment that gets bombed on a regular basis. Now, I don't condone violence for any random reason. Violence in the pursuit of revolution is most times necessary, as we've seen. However, when you use innocent children and innocent people as de facto shields, I can't condone that. Now, that's not to say that the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, is not at fault for a lot of atrocities and that the Israeli state should not exist as it is. Not to say that Jewish people shouldn't have their own state, but what we're looking at is European Jews that were relocated to Africa. And there have been Jewish people in this region since this region has been recorded. But the people that were relocated there in 1948 are not from there. They're European Jewish people. Now, they're still Jewish, but they're European. And so Hamas is trying to get that land back. It's been trying to get that land back since that time. And it even goes back further to the Golan Heights. Now, if you are not familiar with the Golan Heights Agreement, look that up. Golan. I'm not going to go into all that, but Hamas basically fights itself so that the media can cover it, and it looks more like Israel's fighting Hamas than Hamas is fighting Israel. But they're fighting each other, and sometimes Hamas fights itself. That's where that line, life is a chore, you fighting yourself, you a war, you really Hamas, baby. That's where that comes from. So he gets a little political in the last one, but not as much. He's more talking about his family. Ain't gotta ask me much. You ain't gotta ask me nothing. Is you paying my bills and is we smashing? LA girls love him because he's country. Should beat yo for asking me, and then he kind of trails off. So asking me is kind of like floating out there, and then he says casually. So asking me to casually. I love how he ends a rhyme and then begins a rhyme. That sort of makes it an internal rhyme, but it's not in the same line. So he's just doing what one of my favorite rappers of all time, Rakim, does, and carrying the thing from before. So yeah, he's carrying that line from before on into the next line. So casually, I enter my colored shirt, and now he's talking about wearing casual clothes, right? My khakis threw her into me like it was furniture inside the bathroom, the toilet, and start splashing on me. I grab her cheek, I grab a leaf. My doobie spliff, actually. I smoke like I'm where Harry be. Like Harry Styles, Prince Harry, where Harry be. The magic in me, or Harry Potter, Hogwarts. The magic in me, that ancestry. You element of purple elephant had to see. My family tree at evergreen. Meaning deep, it goes back. And it's been here forever. The roots so deep too deep to ever lean. So that gas into me and watch me rev it up. I turn into Pastor Smee. That was funny. And then he goes off again, one more time. I'm too holy, they can't hold me. God, hold me day by day. He's asking for help, for support from God. Living on fiction, fix your mind, and the rest gonna fall away. I got a problem that we can't solve, and a freak and a drink can't save. So even throwing his life into drinking and having girls isn't gonna save him from this. Legs roll, heads roll, can't wait to catch a spade. Boom, boom, boom. Catch a spade. I think he's talking about playing spades here, but I'm not exactly sure. But I believe he's talking about catch a spade. Maybe that's catch a spade like got rich on the net when I was a kid. I feel like Jason Kidd playing basketball net, but internet. She loved me throw box. Talk about this girl a lot, or girls a lot. She loved me throw box because every time I move my A. So every time I move, wait. He's doing that end rhyme, beginning rhyme thing again. Remember them days? Feel like I wouldn't escape. Caught in the wind, been licking my lips for days. Keep a stick on me like lip balm. Ninjas play role like sitcom. Try and let them know when the Seinfeld, like Seinfeld. Balled in, and I put it on Larry, like Larry David. The homeboy David, see, it comes back with that. So Larry from one line to David on the next line. St. Louis brings smoke everywhere. Either smoking or smoking. Bring the smoke everywhere. Treat this like a vape pen. My family's calling like an iPhone. Most of them got cases. Everything coming out of my mouth cold. Ice on my teeth like braces. White on the seat like Congress. He gets political in here. White on the seat because most of the people in Congress sitting in those chairs are white. And I believe in the Senate the seats are actually white, like the upholstery. I painted the coupe Caucasian, so he painted it white. But he said white, so he wants to use a different word for that. Has another word that rhymes with braces, cases, vape pen, David. I painted him with the coupe Caucasian, a race on my farm, a racist. He's racing racist, but also playing on the whiteness, blackness. I only look back when I'm parallel park. I got it lit in this tonight, like I'm scared of the dark. Like I'm in this cooking grits. Like, damn, I've been through the rain, I weathered the storm, and then he's done, and then he lets Denzel come back in and say his little piece. But I really appreciate what he does on this track. It's just a freestyle, so it's probably not going to end up on an album anymore, but definitely check out Smino when you get a chance. I'm going to check out one of his older songs that has a line that I really love, and you'll see what that is in the next video. Alright, y'all, until the next time, peace.